Hello everyone. So today I am going to work on in the skill tree. When I click, I see this description of the skill. So if I click on this heavy attack skill, you can see heavy attack and the relevant description, and you see the cost here. And right now I haven't actually connected the cancel or activated buttons. We are just going to work on how to get the details of this relevant selected skill and get them to show up here. And also you see, if I click here, this skill detail window appear over here, so nothing is clipped by the bottom of the screen. And if I click here, you see it's positioned this way, so we don't see it's not going this way and lose half of the window. So yeah, these are the things we are going to work on today. And before we get started, as always, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done from my Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access anything without any limits, so feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link in description below. And here you can see all the episodes of this series. You can follow this and implement everything by yourself. I'll leave the link to the full playlist also in the description below. And now let's get back to today's episode. Okay, so this is what we have right now. If I go to skill tree, I can directly click on these skills and activate them. So right now I can't because I don't have enough skill points, but if I do have skill points, they will be activated like this, and I can click and activate them. So see, they are activated. Okay, so but that's not the way I want. So I created this window yesterday, so I want to show this window instead of directly activating the skill. Then by clicking this button, I should be able to activate. Alright, so to show the details panel here, first I'll add skill detail panel to this canvas panel, and I'll keep it hidden by default. And in the skill button, let me disable this, let me disconnect this locking mechanism for now, so that I will be able to click on any skill. We do need a way to make it clear that if we don't have enough skill points, or if the skill in the upper hierarchy is not activated, we do need some coloring to show the skill is locked. But I don't want to disable it because I need to be able to click and still see details of the skill. Okay, so this is temporary, just completely removing the disabling. I will revisit this. So we already have this on-click dispatch, which will be called in the skill tree that I have bound. I bind this refresh skill tree function to the on-click dispatch for each button. So I think instead of this, we can add a function that shows the skill tree clicked skill details. So first let me check, where do I call this? Right. Okay, here. So this does not have any input. So if I want to show details about the skill that I clicked, maybe we need to know what skill that is. So here as an input, I'll add skill data. Okay, refresh this, and I'll pass this skill data. and we should get an error here as well, because now this refresh skill tree does not match because it doesn't take in the skill data parameter, input parameter. So that's fine. So this again, okay. Here, let's create a machine function. I'll rename it. So skill details. Right now, is found that just take in this skill data. So here, now let me change this into a variable. It is already a variable. Good. So details panel, from skill data, let me break this. So we can see name, level, texture, dependencies, point cost. Does it have any description? It doesn't. But if I let me go to the data table. No, structures first. As skills here, and data tables are if I change this structure, I'm not sure. I think I have to redo all these things, but I leave it out for now. Just we don't have the description, but still we have everything else. Okay, so here, do we have some initialization function? I don't think I do. No. Okay, that's that one. It's data, and as the input, get skills. Here, okay. Now break this. Here, change this to proper names, text, here, data variable. This, select this, done. Image. No, doesn't need to be a variable. Here, text, here, cost. Button, buttons, they're already variables. This is the image, yeah. Here, yes, here, text, skill name, text, skill name. And skill description. Right now I don't have a description, so I'll just code this here. Oh no, and get the image, the brush from Alright, that should be enough for now. Let's go here. Need to break this. Initialize data. Get data. And after initialization, I'll make it visible. Let's see. Okay. Let's see if this works so far. Here, skills, click. Okay, heavy attack. So here, click here, health update. So it does show the skill data, but it doesn't move to the location where the skill is. It would be better, for example, if I am showing skills of this one, it shouldn't be activated already, one thing. And also this panel should be moved here, closer to this. Okay, first skill button and on play. I'll keep this part. Just call the dispatch only, so it will not be activated. And as for the location, slot. Okay, position. Now we have a problem. The problem is we only get a reference to skill data, not the button itself. So if we have a reference to the button itself, we can get the position of the button and give something close to that button as the location of the skill detail panel. So how do we, maybe instead of this being skill data, I'll change this to WDG skill button. Okay, reference skill button. And from the skill button, I can still access skill data. Get. Fine here. This will become an error. So go here, select the dispatch, change this also, WDG skill button. Instead of this, refresh. So reference to self. Now the problems must be solved. Okay, and feel free here. Now we have a reference to skill button. Get skill button. What as locked, canvas locked. Position. Just without thinking anything, let me directly give the location of the button itself, just to see if it works. Didn't. There. Access non-trying read property slot as canvas slot. And set position. Okay. So skill details panel. Is it canvas panel slot? It is. Right. The buttons are actually not in canvas panel. They are in this vertical box, and underneath that horizontal box. Hold on a second. We already handled this. Yeah. Here from the buttons we use this get position, which is this get cache geometry and local to viewport and divide by waypoint scale. So we already did this map to figure out the location on the viewport, even if the button is inside a horizontal box or whatever the hierarchy it is. So I'm gonna use this macro here, and here we already have the ability to add an offset as well. Okay, so let me just copy this and go here, like this, pass this, return the position. See? Yeah, okay, it's there, here. But one problem is if I click here, I only see half of it. So it should actually appear like this. So, okay, so fix that. Fix it here, right? If this is larger than, say, is there a way to get the width of this scale details panel? See? It's 800. Yeah, just assume it's 800 for now. No, not 800. If this is larger than, get you for size plate x 800, which is the width of the details panel. If it is larger than this, then we should push the detail panel backward. So here, let's select. If this is false, we can use this. If it is true, we can use this plus. Here, actually, I assumed it's 800 in this scale. Here. So it's wrong. Assuming it like that is wrong. Yeah, instead of this using this 800, let me divide this by 2. And if this location is more than past the middle point, then we should show the scale detail panel on the left, otherwise on the right. See? Correct. Yeah, correct. It's not exactly overlapping here, so 800 is wrong, but it's working now. for this button, it appears here, this button here. Oh, we need to move it up as well. Okay, anyway, now it is working. Or so let's try this. Here, I'll update this size to exactly match this. So, okay. Yeah. And yeah, then here, slot as canvas slot, yeah, size, right? Let's do this, subtract, split, subtract from X component, use that here. See, now it should properly scale and add the offset. Yeah, see, good. See, it matches properly. Okay, and also now that issue is fixed, we can use the same kind of a logic. For example, if I click here, see, bottom half is not visible, so it should appear maybe over here. So the 3 for the Y, use the same logic. This way, divide, plot 2, and then okay. Now this is for X component. Y component also we can use the same kind of a logic. So maybe we just add something to here. Not for X but for Y. Here let's have a select plot. If this is true, if it is false, then we can leave it as 0. Nothing should be changed. But if it is true, we have the get size, like this is a plus, this has to be minus. So to keep this simple, here I will convert this to minus. Right. This, see, here, cool. Here, see, now it goes above, which is fine. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. Here, we get the window like this, but if I click below here, it goes like this. Now I don't notice this issue. The lines are drawn above this window, but we can't handle this through Z order, as I know. Even if I increase the set order of this to something higher, line will be drawn on top of it. Just to prove my point, let me set this and try. Okay, still drawn on top. So what we can do here is maybe drawing the lines in an entirely different widget, and for that widget set a low priority set order. That might work, but I don't want to address that in this video. Right, so now for this skills, let me add a new I thought it would break the data table, but it doesn't. Looks like that is fixed. Might be a bug in engine earlier. Okay, skill this. Yeah. Should be a text default value. I'll just call it this. Yeah, we do have this. Okay, now that means I can initialize. That. Let's see, everything should say description. Yeah, description. Okay, so I'll add some description to that. I should do it off the recording, but anyway, all you have to do is just update it, type whatever you need here for all three skill data tables, for survival, combat, magic, and survival. And the next thing, before actually connecting the activation to the button in the detail panel, we need to do this. Here, go here. If I have this and if I click somewhere else, this should go away. Not necessarily need to click this cancel button. So for that, actually I already have this in the skill tree. This on mouse enter, mouse up event. This on mouse enter event. So we can use this here. So if this happens, I can get this and set visibility. Okay. This should work. And also here in initialize tree, maybe we should do the same so that it will be hidden at the beginning if I close and reopen the skill tree. But let's see. Click here, click elsewhere, see, it goes away. Leave it here and press I back to go back to the level and press I again. Oh, it's still here, so it's not fixing that. So how can I fix it? Well, let's leave it for now. I can't think of how to resolve it right now. It's already taken almost half an hour, so maybe let's continue with the rest of the stuff in the next episode. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.